I didn't start in Scaler because I wanted a brand or because I wanted to build an agency or a company. I started in Scaler because as a sales leader, I made all the mistakes possible when building my first sales team. Plus, out there is no real education, no real information around building your first sales team. Everybody will teach you how to scale, how to build a sales team in corporation, how to do things that they don't usually apply on the 0 to 1. That's why Inscaler was born. But my career didn't start here. It started many years ago when I was in Naples. I lived in Naples for many years and I did my university there. I wasn't very good at school, to be honest. I wasn't the best, but I was okay and I was curious. I think that the one curiosity, that moment that I remember in all my years in the university was when I met this incredible, I think the subject was economic and organizational in corporations, something like that, teacher. He was the former CEO of one of Finmeccanica company. It was the first time that I was interested into what I was studying, which was economy. And I remember it was the first time I heard the CEO, I heard somebody that wasn't like a teacher, it was a real life experience. And to be honest, even if I didn't have some master plan there, I realized that I wanted to be in sales. Then I started working at Cisalpina Tours as a front desk agent, and I remember one day the VP of sales came to our office. I was just fresh out of university, and he was a very elegant person. He was leading this all sales team in Cisalpina, and I remember telling him, one day I will be sitting at your desk, replacing you. So he looked at me and I remember he said, okay, that's interesting, who are you? And I started explaining myself. Then I was lucky enough that one sales job came up into my branch in Naples, and I applied for the job and I got the job. So that's where my career in sales started. When I did in Naples and Rome, I worked in business travel for a couple of years, and then I decided to move abroad with my girlfriend at the time and my wife Federica. So I moved to Dublin and I went to work for Ryanair as a sales and marketing manager. 1 year like a dishwasher. I wasn't ready for the job, it was a managerial job. There was not much sales involved, there was more communication and was more, let's say, travel and tourism, not techie job. So 1 year didn't go as planned, they fired me basically, and I found my first job in tech. So fast forward those years in Dublin, I landed, I think one of the best moment in my career was LinkedIn. So I landed in LinkedIn and I started there as a first relationship manager, aka account manager for the Italian market in the newly established business, which was called Sales Solution, for selling Sales Navigator. I sold the Sales Navigator for 4 years to large corporations and to small companies, helping the Italian market transitioning from cold calling and database to finally social selling. First of all, I started talking to many founders, selling to them. I started talking to sales leaders. I understood what were the problems they were facing. And these things of the first sales team started like coming up in my mind. After Ryanair, I went to build my first sales team. So I went to Rebrandly, which was a startup at the time, like 20 people. And there I did the 0 to 1 million playbook. I hit 1 million in Rebrandly in a B2B sales environment in 8 months. And the company from there went up and up. Finally, at the end, Rebrandly was an exit for the founders. So I was very happy that I contributed to that. After rebranding, I went to Cloudbeds, bigger organization, more a scale up, and there I led sales teams in Europe, all the European account executive team. It was a very successful year, and after, however, COVID happened, Cloudbeds was a property management system, the business went down, and I had an opportunity to go back to Italy, finally, after 10 years. I wasn't planning to go to Italy. We weren't planning with my wife, and to be honest, we had at the time, my wife was pregnant with our second baby. Mia was born, our first one. So we were happy in Dublin. But I got this opportunity at a company called Boom, which was a marketplace for photography. So we were selling photos to large fashion brands and also food delivery. It was right after COVID, so there was a high demand on those two industries. So what happened there was that I built, again, first sales team. We went from 0 to 10 account executive in less than a year. I built the whole organization in terms of sales, from playbooks, from contracts and everything, and help also with transitioning the company from marketplace to SaaS. After Boom, I started basically a little of Inscaler. So what happened is that many founders were asking me about advices, how I manage my first sales team, how I hire the first SDR, the first account executive, how I do this 0 to 1 when building a sales team, but without a head of sales or a full-time VP of sales. And that's the pivot. Because I left, it was end of December of 2022. I ended up leaving my job at Shippy Pro, and I left to go solo with Inscaler. So I had in mind, I wanted to be fractional VP sales on demand. I called myself actually VP sales on demand. Then my friend told me, oh, look, this is fractional. I created my website on the 4th of January 2023, and Inscaler basically was born. It was called matteopapaluca.com. And after 7 days, I got my first client. After 15 days, I got my second client. In the first month, I did almost 15K in contracts with 3 clients. And I was doing always the same, like Sales Copilot will help you build your first sales team without hiring a full-time VP sales. That's what happened. I mean, fast forward today, Inscaler exists because I found, first of all, a problem myself. So I realized that building a first sales team is tough and there are no playbook out there. And second, I found that I didn't want to be an agency. I didn't want to be a startup. I just wanted to be solo. So Inscaler grew solo. We hit almost now 700,000 euros in revenue in more than 3 years. And we are pacing to hit 1 million this year. And I say we, but it's basically only me. So if you're a founder or you want to be a founder, I don't have much experience, but I just know one thing, that if you are passionate about something and the market tells you that that thing is needed, if people come to you asking for some part of your skill, some part of your skill set, just listen to them. Go package them, start from 3x your hourly rate and charge that, and then from there build whatever it's needed. So you don't need to stay trapped in corporation for too long. You don't need to stay trapped in one job. The opportunities are endless right now, and if I did it, trust me that you can do it and you can do even better. Thank you for listening. I appreciate, as always, my name is Matteo. I work at Inscaler. At Scaler, we help founders build and scale their first sales team. So if you're a founder and you need to build your first sales team, you can message me, or you can leave me a comment, or can email me. And I appreciate your time. So thank you for listening, and until next time, see you on the other side.